Hello everybody, my name is Skate Extreme, and today I am here to talk to you about raging in game. And how does that make you feel? I see. I tried. Okay. Hi, my name's Skate. I am genuinely here to talk to you about raging in game, and sometimes it does feel like you need a therapist to deal with some of your team buddies sometimes. Because, well, some of them are, well, incompetent, and some of them are just assholes. And I thought I would do a little bit of a new series, and I'm curious to what you guys think of this, so please feel free to leave a comment saying if you'd like to see more videos like this or less videos like this. But I called it Credit and Cretins, and the reason I've called it that is because, well, I want to give credit to certain players for being team players, and I want to give credit to certain people for being absolute bloody cretins. But dealing with people like this can sometimes make people rage, and there seems to be this stereotype, so to speak, that, oh, super unicums rage at their teams. I haven't said this in my videos before. I'm a super unicum. I hate saying that, it sounds arrogant. That's not the reason I'm saying that. The reason I'm saying that is I am, but I never ever rage in game. Ever. Point blank. There is just no point. I've had people rage at me who... I actually had a 39% player rage at me once. I don't care what your win rate is. I'll treat you as an equal team buddy, and I'm happy to platoon with anybody, regardless of their win rate. What I personally can't stand is, regardless of your win rate, being abusive to people. There is just no point. I mean, honestly, what does it accomplish? You have 2 minutes of rage, you make someone feel like crap, and you feel slightly better for it because you've managed to vent on someone else. But the reality is who are you venting on? You have absolutely no idea. Gaming community is built up of all sorts, though, so it's one of those things you have to deal with. What I can't stand, I mean, well, let me just say this. In this game I'm replaying now, you'll notice one of my teammates has died. I've been up here fighting, and I'm putting up a good fight, if I think. I do think I am, anyway. And I'm wondering where the hell is my backup? And as we turn around, if you look at the mini-map, so I've taken out 2, and one of my teammates has died. But look at the mini-map. Where is the rest of my team? They haven't left the spawn. Am I in with an entire AFK team? Nope, I'm not. They respond, and they're moving. They're just incompetent. And this is one of the things I wanted to highlight as part of this video. This is funny, but I'm saying move. I need help, please. And up there is an IS-8 and an IS-7. And watch this. Look, look. What are they doing? What? Now, I've been intending on doing this for a while, so I made a note here saying, see you on YouTube. The IS-7 has responded to me saying, back noob. The IS-7's calling me a noob. This is the IS-7 that hasn't left the cap. Well, I say the cap, he hasn't left his spawn. So I told him to stop camping, and his answer... He's answered, they camp. Yeah, look at their team lineup. They are mostly TDs. He's a heavy. And even the E4... No, wait, E4 is actually saying camp. Who else? Right, so we got a Death Star who is competent and knows what he's doing. He said E5 and IS-7 move. So he's not incompetent. But what are the rest of them doing? Nothing is the straight answer. And there's nothing I can do in this scenario. The Death Stars said, let's draw. Now, I could rage at this team, and I could complain, and blah, 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 but what is the point? Where is it going to get me other than stressing me out? So instead, I am going to do what I can and laugh as much as I can at it. Because, well, I literally couldn't get over this game. Now, I record nearly every single one of my battles. Recently, if I'm just chilling out in the evening, I don't. But most of them I do. But look at this. The IS-7 is actually behind the tank destroyers. I actually ended up in 3 battles with this guy, and literally in all 3 battles he did virtually the same thing. I wouldn't have cared so much if he didn't call me a noob and tell me to come back and camp. I would just put this down to this guy is incompetent, and we don't know why he's incompetent. Could be a kid. I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's funny to watch, but there's no point me raging at him. It's not going to accomplish anything. It's just funny to watch. But the fact I've went in a couple of games with him like this, I'm just putting it down to the guy is incompetent. I'm not going to show you the battle results screen because of obviously names, etc. Yeah, you may have seen them if you're going to actually make a point of stopping and looking for them. But... sorry, you can't win with anyone like that. And it is frustrating, but there is just no point in me raging. These are not players who are doing this on purpose. I have a replay to show you of not an incompetent player, an asshole. I'm going to show you that one next. That is the difference. That's the type of person which does not belong in this game. This guy is just incompetent, but it's funny to see. I'm not going to contact him after game. There is no point. So my personal recommendation for you and for the other person, don't bother raging at him. Go take 5 or whatever. Same with this sort of person. This guy on my team, he is an arse. And he deserves to be banned. And I am sending this replay to Wargaming in the hope that he gets banned. I'm still not going to rage at him though. My logic on it is well, this guy is an arse. I don't know why he does the stuff he does. Well, I do. He's an arse, but... just watch him. That guy next to me right now, in the Jaegeru. Now, I have a turret. He doesn't. Now, I'm going to go get myself on this corner by here, ready to shoot the next thing that comes around the corner. I'm not blocking his view, as you can see. I am next to him. I'm going to pull out. I want to shoot. Once I've shot, I can pull back in, but I missed my shot, and oh, it's because he decided to ram me. So, he's taken his shot. Look, I've waited until he shot. Now I'm pulling out to take my shot. Which is what you do, isn't it? There's no point me sitting out there. And, oh, no. He wants to block me. And he wants to push me out in front of the team. And you may be thinking, oh, maybe it's accidental. No, there's no way this is accidental. So I'm going to pull forward, wait, and now I'm going to back up around him. I'm not going to retaliate and block him back. I think the funniest part is he's tried to block me, and look how much health I've lost. Look how much health he has lost. I could contact this guy after game and rage, but I'd just get a ban just like he would, because Wargaming can see that stuff, and they will ban us, because, well, this is why we lost chat, because of people like that. As you can see, what's his wording at the top? E4, fuck off, idiot. If someone would like to enlighten me how I was an idiot, I would love to know in the comments. From my perspective, what I am seeing here is he shot, I shot, he shot, no, wait, he wants to block me, he wants to push me out in front of people. People like this just frustrate me. There is no point, it doesn't accomplish anything. He's just a selfish, bad player. I have no idea what his stats are, and I do not care. He's a bad player for that exact reason. He got what was coming to him, though. Obviously, he lost all of his health. Literally all of his health trying to push me out. And look, I still have full health. So, however irritating it is, the guy has failed at his task. He actually backfired on him. He just needed to use an ounce of common sense, or if he's going to sit out in the open like that, move over ever so slightly. What does he want me to do? Hide behind the rock and not be effective? Or use his head and take it in turns to shoot? There's many options he could have done other than blocking and pushing me out. We are sadly losing, and I can't help but wonder if it is slightly linked because, well, couldn't really do much at that point in time. So it's myself, well, it was myself and a 704 versus 4, but we are now versus 3. And, spoiler, we are going to lose this one. And it is a shame. It's because of things like that we have lost chat. And I liked chat. I loved saying hello to you all. There was loads of people that said hi, and I'd always say hi back. Communicate, you can talk to people, blah, 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 lots of things. But obviously there's a small percentage who felt it was their right to abuse. And, well, look what's happened. We got our chat banned. I wasn't expecting that 704 to be there, so I got nailed then. And there's a T95. Great. But the 704 is a one-shot, and E4 is really not a good side scraper, so I'm trying to do this quickly, and we have taken him out. I don't know where the 704 is at the moment, but there is the T95. Okay, so cap counter's about to go off, so I do know where my 704 is now. He is in the cap, which hopefully means at any point he will have a side shot on that T95. Except T95's turning to face him, which does allow me to get one into him and set him on fire, but he has taken out my 704. And I am pretty much a one-shot to that T95, and E4 is not fast enough to get around the T95, so I'm going to try and pull out and side scrape him a little bit. Problem is an E4 doesn't have the strongest of armor on the sides. So side scraping in this, like I said, isn't the wisest of moves. What I should have done really is drop down left and then, well, that wouldn't have happened. One of those games though. Jaegeru, if he didn't try and block me and push me out, etc., he wouldn't have lost all of his health, would he? And maybe we could have done better in that game. So the first game we had incompetence, which, well, basic. I don't know. Yeah, they were incompetent. They weren't bad players. Okay. How can I word this? They were incompetent. That's it. They were just incompetent. They just weren't very good. Maybe not because they're ignorant, but maybe they just don't know how to play, or they haven't watched any videos, guides, or anything like that. But then the second game, we had an arse. He was intentionally being a difficult blocking pillock. And so the third game is going to be something very different. I'm going to come around this corner and wait for it. There's one, there's two, and yeah, pretty much the enemy team is coming to me, and there's three. This one is going to be about giving credit to a good player. Not because maybe he's statistically good or not. Again, I didn't look at his stats. I don't care. It's about being a good team player. So, the T95, Boss 1461. He has noticed the situation I'm in. And he's not in a fast tank, but you'll notice he is on his way up to me to help. Because, well, he's noticed he's noticed I'm in a lot of trouble. So I'm coming around the corner, so I'm going to be more in line with him. And you'll notice he has come out of his way to help me and support me. And as a result, the pair of us are literally going to work down these tanks together. So I want to give credit to this guy for being a cracking team player. I mean, genuinely, I would have been nailed if he didn't come down to support me by here. Because if that T95 wasn't there, basically what would have happened is all of these guys would have continued to carry on pushing me and outgunned me and outnumbered me heavily. But instead, myself and the T95 are holding off all these tanks. I believe the Jaegeru is up in the backdrop, is doing some damage as well. I'm not 100% sure, but it is this it is the T95 who is genuinely being the most helpful person here. And you'll see he's communicating non-stop about what he is doing. He spotted the situation, he popped up in chat saying back, and basically he's here putting massive shots into things. You'll notice I've been trying to track things non-stop using my great rate of fire on this tank, basically to keep them there while he dishes out a massive amount of damage to them. So we are working these two tanks, and this is what I like more than anything. You don't need to be in a platoon to have good team play. I've featured it in as many videos as I've come across it. If I come up with a good player who is supportive and works well with you, it doesn't matter what their stats are. They're a good team player. And obviously the time that we have held these guys here, and the rest of our team have flanked around the back. So, Boss 1461, I genuinely thank you for being an epic team player, and I hope we have more players like him in the game. I bumped into many people from the comments section of the videos, because there's usually the same regular people who do comment, but I've bumped into so many of you in game, and so many of you are like this. So what I am going to do is I want to make this a little bit of a series and just do this every, I don't know, every week or so. Feature an idiot or an incompetent or just a funny game, and then feature a good game, a competent player or somebody who is a team player. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments if you have enjoyed the video. And if this is a popular one or you guys enjoy it, then obviously we can do more. There's plenty of people like that to record. Seriously though, I know this is a controversial topic, but the reality is these things do happen in the game. There's not a lot we can do to change certain things, other than people like that arse in the Jaegeroo. Report him. Report him. He will get a ban. If he continues to be an arse, he'll get a permanent ban. Or he will realise what a giant pillock he has been, and he won't do it again, because he will want to carry on in playing the game he enjoys without ruining the game for anyone else. Anyway, I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Bye-bye.